What's up, people? It's your boy, Chris Don One, and I am back with another video. We're gonna change this up a little bit. No. What the hell is that? I don't like that. I'm trying to find that filter that I like. I shouldn't have used any of these filters. Can't find the one I normally like. Yeah. So, before we begin, there we go. That's more like it. Before we begin, gotta state this for the record. I apologize for how the camera's set up, but my my stand on my car prevents me to do it to turn it sideways, because every time I turn it sideways it has problems, and it is what it is. But you can still hear me. You don't have to necessarily look at me, okay? So with further ado, let's get into today's topic. Big shout out to everyone that been commenting on my videos, good, bad, or indifferent. I really do enjoy that. I like commenting back to people that comment on my videos. I appreciate that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Continue to support. Share this content. Thumbs up, thumbs down, and comment in the comment section, good, bad, or indifferent. Okay. Now, with further ado, let's get into today's topic. We're 2 minutes in. We haven't even talked yet. All right. Jerry Richardson, owner of the Carolina Panthers. At first, this started off as accusations of sexual harassment in general, as well as some racial slurs. And this situation has blew up into a firestorm, so much so the NFL is investigating. You know, Roger Goodell, once he gets the evidence, he lays the hammer down. And to him, it doesn't matter if you are a player, coach, owner, whatever, you're going to be punished. And I think Jerry Richardson saw the writing on the wall, hindsight being 2020. He knew the best course of action was to sell the team. Now, a lot of people were saying, well, 2 days ago, well, why would you sell your team? Okay. Even if you were found guilty, you probably would have to pay a severe fine, and you probably going to be not allowed in the organization, like the Indianapolis Colts owner, Jim Irsay, when he had drugs, he had prescription medication in a duffel bag on a recent traffic stop, and I think they took some draft picks. He wasn't allowed in the organization. All right, so that's the most they can do for an owner. It's not like the owner has to go out there and coach the team or play on the field. Okay, it's more so of pride and ego. All right, so Jerry Richardson, now these reports are coming in. This man did a lot of crazy things, but it was expected from me, because it really doesn't, when you're talking about older people, freaky older people, particularly white males, they do this type of situation. As far as him, there's reports out there that suggested that this man would offer free, wanted to shave the legs of women in the workplace. Now, he tried to quiet it by paying them off, but the damage was already done. As well as, this man was very racial. He did a couple of racial slurs, which that didn't surprise me either. I don't understand why people are shocked on both of these fronts because I knew he had it in him. As far as the racial slurs go, a lot of people seem to forget that when Cam Newton was drafted by the Carolina Panthers and Jerry Richardson interviewed him, he didn't want Cam Newton to have tattoos, grow his hair out, basically in his interpretation and in his logic, looking like a thug, okay? And a lot of people interpreted it as, oh, wow, he's, you know, these players have to have a certain demeanor, a certain dress code. But it's funny how he made so much effort and energy to tell Cam Newton that, but he doesn't tell the other players that as well, okay? Particularly players that they have drafted, all right? So I knew this was more than just a certain way he wants his players to look and things of that nature. I knew it had, and it smelled of, you know, the old way of thinking. And old man thinking sometimes is racial, okay? Sometimes, all right? As far as him, the sexual misconduct in the workplace, I had a feeling he was that type of person because there were reports surfacing even when all this transpired of rumors of things he have said and did to women, all right? Now, Jerry Richardson, there's a reason why this man is a millionaire, well, a billionaire. You don't become a billionaire. There's not a lot of quote unquote dumb billionaires, right? You have to know something to make that type of money. And the first thing he did was got in front of the story and talked about selling the team. He said at the end of this year he's going to sell the team, which that's a good look for Jerry Richardson, all right, believe it or not. And he appointed a female as an executive to oversee the management of the organization as well as selling the organization. Now, people think this is he's losing. He's taking an L on this. He just lost his team. No, Jerry Richardson is looking at this as a business perspective, not as ownership, as a business perspective. More selling it than as far as when to buy the team. He's going to make a large, exorbitant amount of money selling this team. Now, I've heard Sean P. Diddy Combs, Diddy, talk about, and he's always talked about this in years past, of becoming an NFL owner, all right? And that's a possibility if he has the right investment, if he has the right team. He's going to need investors to pull this off. He can't do this all on his own, all right? Don't be shocked if Oprah Winfrey's name is in the discussion as far as owning an NFL team. And Roger Goodell in the NFL will love to push that narrative because she will be the first female owner in all sports, the four big ones, all right? And if you look at this, and you look at this situation, as far as Jerry Richardson go, if you look at his overall portfolio, he, you know, I'm not saying he was a bad owner, but you know, what did he do for the organization? He sort of lucked out. He lucked in on a lot of situations that transpired for the Carolina Panthers. He, you know, lucked into. He lucked into drafting Cam Newton, and I think when they started the franchise there, he wasn't the owner, but when they started the team there, they had so much money they literally bought all the best players, and that got them into the Super Bowl. All right. I mean, this wasn't like a team that was already established. This team was built from the ground up. All right. So Jerry Richardson, at the end of the day, he's going to be sued by a lot of these females, and he's going to pay them off because that's what billionaires do. All right. And he's going to sell his team, and his team is going to go to the highest bidder, and he's going to make a profit, a large profit. Okay. And he's going to live in his mansion, live the rest of his life. And he's still going to be that creepy old white dude that's still going to be asking females, is it okay for him to shave their legs? Now, here's what kills me about sexual harassment in the workplace, particularly with a lot of these guys. And it really doesn't matter if it's owners, announcers, moguls, movie moguls, music moguls. It really doesn't matter the category. These guys make a lot of money. They have a name. These guys could literally hire a call girl and do those things. So instead of harassing a female at work, okay, I understand you may have eyes on a female, and you know how men do. We play these games in our head like, man, I wonder how she is in so-and-so, in bed or whatever. And I understand that and I get that. But the problem with that scenario is, if she's a female that doesn't want your advancements, then she can literally call sexual harassment, and you have a bigger target on your chest because you're the mogul, you're the owner, okay? So you have to really protect yourself. You have to, I understand a lot of guys. I mean, you have to know when enough is enough. It's okay to flirt with a female, but when she says no, you should just cut it off, end it right there. Or it's okay to say, hey, no, let her know that you're interested in her. Maybe ask her if she wants to go out and hang out. All right, just start there, okay? Then work your way into whatever you're trying to do. But harassment, sexual harassment, a lot of this era is exposing a lot of people due to what they did in the past and what they're doing now. Okay, so Jerry Richardson, he's perverted. He's an old freak. He's a super freak. Okay, and he likes to do weird things with women. But at the end of the day, everybody standing on the soapbox saying he lost so much. He really lost little. I mean, he really didn't lose anything. As far as his reputation goes, money talks, everything else walks. He's still going to make money in the foreseeable future. Okay. And as far as selling his team, he's going to sell his team, and he's going to make a huge profit in selling his team. All right. I really didn't think, in the early stages of Jerry Richardson, as far as the Carolina Panthers go, he was all in on the team. But midway through his ownership with the Carolina Panthers, he wasn't very interested in them. Okay. And people are going to say, well, why would you say that, Chris? Look at the recent assets they have picked up in the past 3 or 4 years. okay? When you're talking about players, free agents, okay? So he didn't mind owning the team. He just delegated the responsibility as far as running the team to other individuals, which is fine. That's what owners supposed to do. But he wasn't really committed with the Carolina Panthers as of, Jesus Christ, as of you know, when you talk about the Patriots owner Robert Kraft, Jerry Jones, and others. He wasn't on that type of stratosphere like those individuals, okay? The Carolina Panthers was like a toy to him, all right? And the problem with billionaire owners,